Hi, it's vegan personal trainer and nutritionist Paul from Hench Herbivore with 15 reasons why you should avoid eating oil. While we need some dietary fats in order to absorb the fat-soluble nutrients such as the carotenoids and vitamins E, D and K, this does not need to come in the form of oil, which is simply liquid fat that's been extracted from a whole food. From my perspective, oil is the least healthy thing that a vegan can have in their diet. And here's why. 1. Increased heart disease risk. Oil raises LDL, or bad cholesterol, in our blood. While there are 9 compounding factors which can make heart disease risk worse, this is the only critical risk factor. Coconut oil is actually worse than beef for this, though not quite as bad as butter. Even olive oil contains 7.5 to 20% palmitic acid, a saturated fat that is one of the worst offenders for elevating serum LDL. Some people claim that olive oil is heart healthy, and although it's healthier than what it displaces, butter, it is still causing damage. Coronary artery disease is the #1 cause of death in humans. A vegan diet can potentially prevent and even reverse this disease, yet currently it is still the biggest killer even among vegans. Surely a little oil is okay though, right? In the words of Caldwell Esselstyn, who is clinically proven in peer-reviewed medical journals to have reversed heart disease in the vast majority of his patients,
no oil. No oil. Let's just take a moment here because some people still are not clear about the fact, no oil.
Here is a chart for heart disease risk. All sources are linked below this video. The average omnivorous eater has an LDL of 110, which puts them at high risk. For a vegetarian, it's 106, slightly better, but still high. The average vegan with oil in their diet comes in at around 90, which is medium risk. But what can a whole foods vegan expect? Here's former YouTuber, Vegan for the Win. His LDL after 1 year of a junk food vegan diet was 93, which is the high end of medium risk. And after eating whole foods plant-based for 2.5 years,
my LDL, the lowest my doctor's ever seen anybody, is 38.
Categorically, he is heart attack proof. The #1 killer of human beings, stopped in its tracks and even reversed by avoiding animal products and oils. 2. Most oils damage endothelial function, paralyzing arteries so that they cannot dilate properly. Not good, especially if you already have heart disease present. 3. The same thing occurs in the intestinal tract, this time affecting the epithelium. This is why it can feel like we're carrying a brick around inside our guts after an oily meal and can lead to quite a degree of pain for many. 4. Oils activate coagulation factors such as coagulation factor 7 in the blood. This can lead to thrombosis, i.e. a blood clot. This is a good thing if it's formed to protect a cut, but can be fatal for those with heart disease. It triggers 99% of heart attacks and is behind most strokes too. 5. Lipemia, or fatty blood. After eating a fatty meal, blood becomes lactescent, a fancy word for milky. The peak of lactescence is when angina attacks usually occur. Angina is the chest pain caused in people with coronary artery disease. It is a direct result of the heart not getting enough oxygen-rich blood. Because of this, I speculate that a high-fat diet must impede athletic performance, though currently I know of no studies with which to back this up. 6. Increased diabetes risk. According to the Adventist 2 review study, vegans have 60 to 68% less chance of developing type 2 diabetes. We know that intramyocellular lipids, fats, mostly from animal products inside muscle cells, block insulin signaling, causing the disease. It's been postulated that oils likely cause intramyocellular lipids to accumulate too. 7. Oils start to oxidize and go rancid once extracted, leading to elevated cancer risk. Though oils will have expiry dates, these can often be useless due to incorrect storage. Studies show that oils with a year's expiry date could be rancid in as little as 2.5 weeks after manufacture. The high heat produced when cooking oils, rancid or otherwise, causes more of these toxins to be released. 8. The roasting or frying of starches, such as potatoes when making chips, creates acrylamides, a probable carcinogen. 9. The roasting or frying of protein and fats creates advanced glycation end products, a gerontotoxin that accelerates the aging process throughout every tissue of the body. This could result in dementia, macular degeneration, atherosclerosis, and sarcopenia or muscle wastage, to name but a few. 10. Most oils are pro-inflammatory, leading to chronic pain and disease. The exception is flaxseed oil, which is rich in the anti-inflammatory omega-3, though this is destroyed by cooking. Not so in the case of omega-3 in ground flaxseed form. It is far healthier to get our omega-3s from ground flax or ground chia seeds. 11. Omega-6 is highly reactive with oxygen, which can damage cells and DNA, elevating cancer risk. 12. The consumption of high amounts of omega-6 is linked to depression and elevated suicide risk, likely due to the damage that it can cause to the intestinal wall. 13. Even cold-pressed oils contain trans fats, which lead to an elevated heart disease, cancer, and obesity risk. The World Health Organization says that there is no safe intake level for trans fats. One study found non-hydrogenated plant oils in supermarkets to contain up to a whopping 5% trans fats. 14. Oil is the most calorically dense substance on the planet, almost pure fat with a whopping 9 calories per gram. Where you could fill your stomach to bursting with 400 calories coming from vegetables, you'd be merely coating the bottom of your stomach with the same amount of calories coming from oil. As such, it is a massive driver of obesity. 15. Oil is virtually devoid of nutrients. The vast majority of them run down the drain with the water that is expelled during processing. With olive oil, for example, there's a small amount of vitamin E and a minute amount of vitamin K left, along with a few polyphenols. This is a fraction of the nutrition found in whole olives. To put it another way, oil is to olives what sugar is to whole fruit. In summary, there is nothing healthy in oils that can't be better sourced from whole plant foods, but there are a ton of negatives. If you're keen to shorten your life and perhaps live the last few years with disability, then carry on with the processed food, frying and dousing your salads in oil. For a longer, happier, healthier life, stick to eating legumes, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs and spices. And now click this.